Hello, Sunbeam. Hello, baby. Hola, mi reyito de sol. Welcome home. Welcome home. Let this channel be a place of love, light, support, and healing for you as we go through life's ups and downs. You're never alone. I'm here with you. So go ahead and make it official. Hit the subscribe button and join the Sunbeam community. Come on, let's talk. Hi, my Sunbeam. Hi, my beautiful aura of lights. Let's talk. How's life been? How's this week been? How's this year, 2024, been treating you? Yeah, I feel like I say the same thing every year, but honestly, life is hard. I feel like I'm on the struggle bus all the way from the beginning, from our New Year's resolution to December. And then I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful I made it. There's so much going on in the world this year, so much pain, so much importance, so much movement and hurt in humanity. So it's okay. It's okay if you're tired. It's okay if you're frustrated. It's even better if this is the best time of your life. I'm happy for you. This year I started off with losing my mom. I lost her in February. Um, Due to cancer, CLL, chronic lymphoid leukemia. It was a long battle, and she was the most influential, pivotal, sassy woman in my life. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's how my year is going. I'm dealing with grief beyond this smile, beyond the smooth calmness of my voice. There's a hurting, heavy heart. And I'm not saying this to depress you, but to give you hope, give you clarity, and give you support as we go on this journey. Because I know there's several people who feel like no one hears them, no one knows their struggle or their cry. But I do. I get. So, what do we do when life sucks? When life's totally beating you down, you don't believe it's getting better. You've given up on hope. You've given up on believing that your health will get better, that things will change with your family relationships, that this will finally be the year you prosper and have financial gains. What happens when you're no longer an innocent child with dreams, but you know, depressed adult? What do we do when life sucks? So I've got some advice for you from someone who's currently going through a gray season in her life. How am I making it? How am I still smiling? Is this smile real? What does this new life look like for me? Um, well, yes, the smile is real, but there's a lot more to it. My smile tells a story. It shows a long journey to get to where I am, a place of content, a place of peace, a place of understanding, a place where grief rests and poetry is made. Sorry, the English writer came out of me there. Um, but my advice to you honestly is patience. Day by day, moment by moment. It's not easy, whatever you're going through. The human experience is not easy. I often like to use this analogy. We're like dandelions blowing in a storm. And that's what life is. Life is the storm. Every moment with either it's euphoric or it's depressing or down or whatever, it's still a fight. That is the human existence. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, patience and kindness for yourself is so important. Always. No matter if it's your fault, no matter if you mess up, no matter if this is your 100th time trying to get sober or trying to get your weight loss goals together, trying to have patience with all of our vices and who we are. Kindness. Why? Because you deserve it the most. Life is not kind. People are not kind. You know that. So we need to harvest all of that kindness and patience that we give so freely to people who don't deserve it, to ourselves. So I don't have the same expectations. That's what my kindness looks like these days. I don't have the same expectations for myself. I'm not supposed to be who I was before my mom passed. This is a new version of me. I'm not supposed to get up and do cartwheels when I'm feeling sick. We have to be flexible. We have to adjust to who we are in this moment. We can't have the same standards. We shouldn't. You shouldn't be expected to reach for the stars when you're barely crawling. And that doesn't mean give up on yourself. That doesn't mean it will never ever happen. It will. And that brings me to my second little bit of advice. Always have hope. Always have a belief system. Everyone is different, and I'm not here to preach to you. I just hope that my life becomes an example of my beliefs. But for me, God is love. There's always been a presence of unconditional love and grace in my life that saved me. I get emotional talking about it because I've been through lows and lows, and I talk about it on my podcast about my darkest moments and how I didn't even feel worthy of being here. How I never thought I'd be able to influence thousands of people. It wasn't a thought. I couldn't even see past the grayness of today to hope for tomorrow. But I did believe that God had something for me. And I think our belief systems are really intricate and really powerful. No matter what you believe in tomorrow. Believe like the sun that comes out every day, with either we're here or not. Believe that there is change and there is hope. It's the law of impermanence. Nothing remains the same. So, yes, sorry for my little sunbeam talk. You guys will get to know me. You'll get to know all my ADHD quirks, all of my Nemo moments. Yeah, you'll get to see me in my true self. All of me, all of my sassy, all of my silly, all of my which I'm trying my hardest not to do. But I'm also having grace for myself in this space. And a little bit, another advice I have for you guys is structure. Structure helps us through the hard moments. And I don't mean strict discipline structure, because that would cancel out my last advice about patience and having lower standards for yourself. What I mean by structure is just simply something to look forward to. Maybe as simple as taking a walk every other day, or opening a window, or connecting with somebody you haven't in a while, sending a text message. You just need something strong enough to push you into the next moment, second by second. Because sometimes that's how hard life is. You really have to do it second by second. Sometimes you have to be like, Jesus woke me up this morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that really has helped me get through these moments of grief, second by second, moment by moment. Just telling myself, you know what, today's a shitty day. It's not good. I don't have particularly any energy, but I'm gonna make sure I go outside and maybe get some ice cream while I'm outside, Sorry, guys, I'm like battling a cold as well. Oh, it's real fun over here. What else has helped me get through these moments? Laughter. Laughter. I don't think we laugh enough. And I think we have to be intentional about the joys we put in our life or the energy that we attract as well. I find that when I'm going through a season of depression, hardship, mental health is bad, or just grays, whatever it is, when we're going through those really tough moments, I'm all serious. That's how I know I'm not doing well. When I can't laugh, I can't smile, when I'm all serious and I'm like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. It is a coping mechanism, it is a system of survival, but it's not helpful because A, it stresses you out more, and B, it goes back to the idea of putting unnecessary pressure on you. So, yes, making sure to be intentional. When my grandma passed away, I watched Arrested Development every day and I laughed wholeheartedly. I laughed till there was tears in my eyes. I started hanging out with funny, light people, even though I wasn't in the mood for it. You got to be around those people, I'm telling you, that just bring a little of their aura and energy into you, that it's hard to have a bad day. And trust me, there's going to be a storm cloud over your head. You're not going to feel it. You're not going to feel like laughing or smiling or participating. And everything's a balance. Sometimes you won't have the energy to do it, and that's okay. That's okay as well. But when you can, take advantage of it. When you can, be intentional. When you can, be patient and loving and kind to yourself. It's all a balance because we don't want to create this cycle of like the dog chasing its tail type of analogy where we're so focused on, okay, step one, step two, step three. And then you'll be like, Joyce, you said I needed structure. You said I needed to. I don't want that. I don't want that for you, loves. I want you to heal in the best way possible. I want your heart to heal. I want your soul to heal. I want your mind to heal and shine as bright and as beautiful as I know you are. So, yeah, those are a little bit of tips and advice of what I would do and what I am doing when life sucks. Because life is going to suck again and again and again. And there are moments where I'm like, get me off this ride. Get me off, God. I am not your strongest soldier. I know I smile, but let's not test this smile today. Yeah. And sometimes we have to sit in the silence. We have to sit in our ache. We have to comfort and support ourselves. We have to be grounded in a sense of contentment. I'm still grateful even through my storms. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for a sound mind. I'm grateful for a roof over my head. Sometimes it's just enough to be grateful. And that's okay. So I hope you appreciated my little sunbeam advice. I'm here to love on you. I'm here to support you. We're going to heal together. I know I'm not the only one who lost someone this year. I know it's hard. I know you're having trouble sleeping. I know their love haunts you. I know you feel the impression of what they left right here. I know. And I'm here for you. And that's important too. In case I needed to say this or I didn't say this, having a support system. It takes a village. It truly takes a village. You need people. We all need each other. So reach out for support. Please reach out to therapy. Reach out for therapy, excuse me. Reach out for any support groups that are local. Reach out to me in my inbox. I can't save anyone, but if I can remind you of your light and who you are through the hardest moments, That's what matters. And reach out to God. Reach out to whoever you believe in. Yes, so that's my little advice. All right, I'm going to do some reading for you guys because I find that words really help as well, filling our spirit with affirmations. And of course, I got to show you guys my book. For those of you who don't know, my dream is to be a best selling author. I've been writing since I was 4 years old. I was first published when I was 11, and it's been a dream to get to where I am today, helping millions of people through my words. I didn't speak much when I was a child. My trauma was so deep and so profound. I had a speech impediment, and they thought I was on this, like, how do I say it? They thought I was slow. I think that's the best way to put it. Excuse my terminology. I know they don't say that anymore, but those were verbatim the words that the school told my mom. I couldn't write sentences in fourth grade. I struggled so much education wise. That's a whole nother story. But here I am today. Here I am today, an author, a dreamer, a speaker, a little bit of light in the darkness. Here's my book, Everything the Light Touches. How cool is it? This is what it looks like, by Joyce Words. There's another book with this title, but this is mine. It is available on Amazon in Kindle and it is international. So go check it out and I will post the link in the bio. But I wanted to read this for those of you who are struggling tonight. Right, let me find it for you. And this book, by the way, I wrote as a way to not only inspire myself, but to inspire others. It's hundreds of pages of poetry, affirmation, good words. I think it's a beautiful reminder for when we're struggling. It deals with anxiety, relationships, love, everything that we feel when we're going through it and going above it as well. So give me just a moment. Sorry. Trying to find the perfect one. All right. I found one. Gonna read it to you guys from my book, Everything the Light Touches. Phases of the Moon. The sun is the main source of light in this universe, a bright glow across an infinite scope of darkness. There is no such thing as moonlight. We see the side that the moon is facing through the sun's smile with each cycle. The other side is completely dark. Although we experience pain, melancholy, and defeat, like the phases of the moon, we are not the darkness that eclipses. We are not the darkness. We will orbit and touch the light again. Let that sink in. Phases of the moon. And with this piece, I really enjoy nature as an emblem of the life we are meant to live and who we are deep in our core. So, just like the phases of the moon, we will be full, we will be quarter, we will eclipse, so it's kind of like that comparison that I played with to bring hope and show you the bigger picture of it. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I have another one for you. Thank you for waiting. I should have bookmarked the ones I wanted to read. I have so many that bring so much change and hope, um, that I had to really sift through it. Okay, this one is called You Can Do This. You can do this. You can be alone. I'm sorry that your mind has played tricks on you, like shadows against the wall, only showing you the darkening depth of your loneliness. Now is your time to turn on the light. You can do this. Paint a tapestry of colors on the voids of sadness. Use the blacken Use the black to deepen the purple hues and wine reds. Trace the moonlight and create in the ebony still. Laugh until humor reshapes the pain and cast the demons into the dark. You can do this. Dance, play, explore, travel. Make life jealous of how brave you are. You can do this. You are everything the light touches. I hope you guys like that one. Just this belief, because that's the first thing I notice when we're going through something. Mental, especially when it comes to mental health, I've noticed with me in particular, I'm so easy to, it's like a filter, especially depression and anxiety. It changes the way you think and believe. All of a sudden, you're afraid of everything. All of a sudden, you get warped into this sad victim mentality and self deprecation. Or at least I do. Let me speak for myself. Um, so, having these reminders are really beautiful. All right, I want to read one more to you guys. Remember, there's over 100 pieces on in this book I wrote. I'm excited because I have two more coming out this year, showing you guys all sides of me as an author. And this is a great book for anyone who's struggling, anyone who's lost somebody, anyone who's going through it. So, if you haven't been listening this whole time, I'll wait because you're not going to want to miss this one. This piece is called This Is For You. This is for you. I know what it feels like to have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And one more feather is what breaks you. I know how the darkness surrounds you, so you feel like there isn't any light. You're screaming into the voids of emptiness. I understand. I understand what it feels like to be trapped in your own mind. You aren't the events that break you. You aren't the events that break you. You aren't the hate that hates you. I get what nothing feels like: an empty tiredness, a sore heart, and a rattling mind. You feel like you're going crazy, like you've lost it all, like you're broken beyond repair. You have felt this way forever, so you've given up on believing that you can shift the tides. You aren't alone. You are never alone. Don't you see the angels around you? The people who love you, the people who want to fight for you and with you. Strong arms like wings to carry you an extra mile. Like soldiers, they surround you. No one will hurt you. You're safe now. You're safe now. No one will hurt you. Nothing will take you. I know what sadness feels like. It can be like a penny floating to the bottom of the ocean, an infinity of darkness, drowning in its depths. Sometimes sadness is a smile, a face you have worn without stitches. You aren't You're safe now. You're safe now. Say this with me. You will get through this. I will get through this. I know because I am you. This is for you. You're going to be okay. You're safe now. And again, these are pieces from my book, Everything the Light Touches, available on Amazon. I will attach a link. Go ahead and make my dream of being a best-selling author come true, not only by purchasing the book, but by leaving a review. Reviews are the most important. I also have a free podcast, completely free, FREE, spells free. Don't we love free? It's filled with therapy. It's filled with advice. I did meditations and affirmations. I have special guests on there as well, telling their experiences and stories. It's truly, I think, a deeper diary into my mind and my story and my journey and how I became and how I got to where I am today. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. The moon settles in a sleepy way, centered in the earth, shining just enough light for us to quietly slip into our beds, comfortable and warm. It's time to go to bed, my little sunbeam. So grab your comfort thing. It could be a pillow. It could be a big plush toy like the one I have. It could be something else. Even as an adult, I feel like it's important to preserve our inner child. You might say it's immature, but for me, I sleep like a baby, and I'm comforted by things I didn't necessarily get in my childhood. But I hope you rest easy. I hope you have a good night as the stars twinkle above and the crickets chirp a beautiful choir, serenading the night. And I can leave you with one powerful, important thought. You deserve love. So join me, come back again. We'll be talking about relationships. We'll be talking about fat and fabulous, body positivity. We'll be getting to the truth, the ugly, hard truth. We'll be talking about you know what and you know who. And if you don't, you definitely need to find out. So thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting this community. Tell your friends to subscribe. Join me, support me. Let's love up on each other as we heal.